اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ياسين والقرآن الحكيم إنك لمن المرسلين على صراط مستقيم تنزيل العزيز الرحيم لتنذر قوما ما أنذر آباؤهم فهم غافلون لقد حق القول على أكثرهم فهم لا يؤمنون إنا جعلنا في أعناقهم أغلالا فهي إلى الأذقان فهم مقمحون وجعلنا من بين أيديهم سدا ومن خلفهم سدا فأغشيناهم فهم لا يبصرون وسواء عليهم أنذرتهم أم لم تنذرهم لا يؤمنون إنما تنذر من اتبع الذكر وخشي الرحمن بالغيب فبشره بمغفرة وأجر كريم إنا نحن نحيي الموتى ونكتب ما قدموا وآثارهم وكل شيء أحصيناه في إمام مبين واضرب لهم مثلا أصحاب القرية إذ جاءها المرسلون إذ أرسلنا إليهم 2 فكذبوهما فعززنا بثالث فقالوا إنا إليكم مرسلون قالوا ما أنتم إلا بشر مثلنا وما أنزل الرحمن من شيء إن أنتم إلا تكذبون قالوا ربنا يعلم إنا إليكم لمرسلون وما علينا إلا بلاغ مبين قالوا إنا تطيرنا بكم لئن لم تنتهوا لنرجمنكم وليمسنكم منا عذاب عليم قالوا طائركم معكم أئن ذكرتم بل أنتم قوم مسرفون وجاء من أقصى المدينة رجل يسعى قال يا قوم اتبعوا المرسلين اتبعوا من لا يسألكم أجرا وهم مهتدون وما لي لا أعبد الذي فطرني وإليه ترجعون أتخذ من دونه آلهة إن يردني الرحمن بضر لا تغني عني شفاعتهم شيئا ولا يوقظون صدق الله العلي العظيم
جزاك الله جزاك الله.
اللهم
اللهم
صل
صل
على
على
محمد.
محمد وآل MashaAllah, brother. May Allah bless you. Assalamu alaikum. Where is he? Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad.
نعرہ صلوات.
اللهم صل على محمد وعلى
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والفجر وليال عشر والشفع والوتر والليل إذا يسر هل في ذلك قسم لذي حجر ألم تر كيف فعل ربك بعاد إرم ذات العماد التي لم يخلق مثلها في البلاد وثمود الذين جابوا الصخر بالواد وفرعون ذي الأوتاد الذين طغوا في البلاد فاقتروا فيها الفساد وصب عليهم ربك صوت عذاب إن ربك لبالمرصاد فأما الإنسان إذا ما ابتلاه ربه فأكرمه ونعمه فيقول ربي أكرمن وأما إذا ما ابتلاه فقدر عليه رزقه فيقول ربي أهانن كلا بل لا تكرمون اليتيم ولا تحاضون على طعام المسكين وتأكلون التراث أكلا لما وتحبون المال حبا جما كلا إذا دكت الأرض دكا دكا وجاء ربك الملك صفا صفا وجيء يومئذ بجهنم يومئذ يتذكر الإنسان وأنى له الذكرى يقول يا ليتني قدمت لحياتي فيومئذ لا يعذب عذابه أحد ولا يوثق وثاقه أحد يا أيتها النفس المطمئنة ارجعي إلى ربك راضية مرضية فادخلي في عبادي وادخلي جنتي صدق الله العلي العظيم.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. Ibla, can you start it next year?
السلام عليكم.
معلش تخطي حاجة. थोड़ी सी दुआ और करवा लो. मैं जा रहा हूँ जाने से right? Brother, you want to decide? No, thank you. And you know why? Inshallah. Next time. So, it's really hard. Very hard.
بمیرم ای یاس کبود، چرای قبر خاکیم مدین سهم تو نبود. دل من این باورشه، باید بگم غریب تر از امام حسن مادرشه. بمیرم ای یاس کبود، چرای قبر خاکیم مدین سهم تو نبود. دل من این باورشه، باید بگم غریب تر از امام حسن مادرشه. مدینه فرق با نجف، نمیدونه که زائر سلام بده کدوم طرف. قرار بارون بزنه، بهار هوایی بشه و سر به زمستون بزنه. قسم به سقای حسین، حرمت با ام البنین میشه بین الحرمین. کاشکی به دادم برسی، نظر بگیره تو دلم جای حسین نفر کسی. ساحل کشتی نجاتی، مولاتی مولاتی، جان قتیل العبراتی، مولاتی مولاتی. شبای جمعه عتباتی، مولاتی مولاتی. نفس نفس ذکرم یا حیدر، داره به این جمله دلم باور. اگه امام حسین رو دوست داری، میشه به مادرش بگی مادر. مادر التماس دعا، مادر منو ببر کربلا. مادر التماس دعا، مادر منو ببر کربلا. صلوات.
اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد. اللهم صل صل على
محمد وعلى محمد.
نعرہ صلوات
اللهم
صل على محمد وآلہ
بر حبیب خدا ختم انبیاء آواز بلند صلوات.
اللهم صل على محمد وآلہ
تو نے حسین خاک کا رتبہ بڑھا دیا تو نے حسین خاک کا رتبہ بڑھا دیا تو نے حسین خاک کا رتبہ بڑھا دیا ذرات کربلا کا مقدر جگہ دیا ذرات کربلا کا مقدر جگہ دیا قدموں میں تیرے دست کو میرا بخش دی قدموں نے تیرے دست کو میرا بخش دی فرش زمین کو عرش مولا بنا دیا فرش زمین کو عرش مولا بنا دیا تو نے حسین خاک کا رتبہ بڑھا دیا ذرات کربلا کا مقدر اور ایک جاتی ہوئی سلوات
اللهم صل على محمد
جبریل صبر شاہ زمن دیکھتے جبریل صبر شاہ زمن دیکھتے جبریل صبر شاہ زمن دیکھتے رہے رن میں جدائی سر و تن دیکھتے رہے جبریل صبر شاہ زمن دیکھتے رہے اصغر شہید ہو گئے ہاتھوں پہ شاہ کے اصغر شہید ہو گئے ہاتھوں پہ شاہ کے سرور گلو غنچہ دہن دیکھتے جبریل صبر شاہ زمن دیکھتے رہے اکبر گڑھ کے خاموش ہو گئے اکبر رگڑ کے خاموش ہو گئے ارے بیٹے کو مرتا شاہ زمن دیکھتے رہے جبریل صبر شاہ زمن دیکھتے رہے کرب و بلا سے شام تک اے عابد حزین کرب و بلا سے شام تک اے عابد حزین عباس نامدار کا سر دیکھتے زمن دیکھتے رہے عباس کے کٹے ہوئے شانوں کو شاہدی ارے عباس کے کٹے ہوئے شانوں کو شاہدی دیکھا نہ جا رہا تھا مگر دیکھتے رہے جبریل صبر شاہ زمن دیکھتے رہے رن کو چلے حسین کو زینب لپٹ گئی رن کو چلے حسین کو زینب لپٹ گئی ایک دوسرے کو بھائی بہن دیکھتے رہے جبریل صبر شاہ زمن دیکھتے رہے ارے کرتے بھی کیا امام وہ خود ہی اسیر تھے ارے کرتے بھی کیا امام وہ خود ہی اسیر تھے خفیوں کے بازوؤں میں رسن دیکھتے رہے جبریل صبر شاہ زمن دیکھتے رہے جبریل صبر شاہ زمن دیکھتے رہے رن میں جدائی ہے سلطن دیکھتے
مولا سلامت رکھے ماشاء اللہ.
نہیں بہت دیر ہو گئی. بسم اللہ
بر حبیب خدا ختم انبیاء واضح بلند سلوات. اور और इससे भी एक जाती हुई सलवात का सहारा दे हुजूर।
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيد الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين سيما بقية الله في الأرضين ولعنة الله على أعدائهم أجمعين من الآن إلى يوم الدين صلوا على محمد وآل محمد
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
أما بعد قال الله تبارك وتعالى في كتاب الحكيم أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم من عمل صالحا من ذكر أو أنثى وهو مؤمن ولنحيينه حياة طيبة وليجزينهم أجرهم بأحسن ما كانوا يعملون. Please say aloud salawat. Again, Karwan Aza is moving towards Ashura. One more time, I like to present my condolences to all of you, Mu'minin and Mu'minat, and to Maraji Ikram, and especially Imam Zaman Ajallallahu Ta'ala Farajal. This Azadari is a protest. It's a protest. The way Muslim treated children of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and that's how we start this protest. Our tears were protest. Remember that whenever you're beating your chest, this hand which is beating your chest, it's actually going on the face of enemies. Always remember that part. This is the best medium which Aimma alayhi salam themselves introduced. Imam Sadiq alayhi salam and all the Aimma alayhi salam. They used to organize majalis. It's narrated that Imam Sajjad, when he used to organize majalis, he used to organize food for the Azadaran, the people they are coming to listen. Masaib that time. So again, Azadari of Abu Abdullah is the way to introduce Hussein. Who is Hussein? What was his mission? What's our responsibility towards Hussein and Imam? An Imam. What are the lessons we learned from Karbala? Always remember that part. Always remember that part. And again, we cannot understand Quran or anything without Imam. And Imam Hussein was the one who basically brought this institute back on the picture. If you read the history, sometimes you need to go back, because sometimes we are seeing everything from our lenses. So today, like you go anywhere, like in the Shia world or Sunni world or anywhere, everyone, they respect Hussein. It's not only Muslim, non-Muslim, they also respect Hussein. Right? You see the quote of Hussein in different places of the world. But that was not the case after the death of the Prophet. It's narrated in Tibri that they made Ahlul Bayt totally isolated to an extent that you look for all our ahadith, you're not going to find ahadith from Imam Hassan and Imam Hussein. which means people were not consulting them. Imam Hassan, he was Imam for 10 years. Imam Hussein was Imam almost 10 years, 20 years. How many aqwal we have from Imam Hussein, Imam Hussein? Almost nothing. Almost nothing. You look for all those Wasailu Shia, even in the Shia books, you cannot find it. Not many. Even Tibri, he narrated that after Saqifa, they changed the situation in such a way that people totally isolated Ahlul Bayt. Again, they recited all those verses like Farzandan-e-Nu and all those things, right? So they thought that these children of prophets are like Farzandan-e-Nu when they're after government, after status. It's narrated in the Tibri that one time, Abdullah ibn Abbas, he is becoming famous. Why? Because the second caliph, he has a very close relationship with Abbas ibn Abdul Muttalib. Abbas ibn Abdul Muttalib was a very late comer in Islam. Late comer in Islam. He was not like all other uncles. In fact, he got arrested by the Muslims after the Battle of Badr. He was rich, very rich person. So when people thought about Ahlul Bayt, they used to bring Abbas ibn Abdul Muttalib. He is Ahlul Bayt. He is one of the great personality of Banu Hashim instead of Amirul Mu'mineen or Imam Hassan or Imam Hussein. So Tibri is writing that Masjid Nabawi and Abdullah ibn Abbas, who was himself is a student of Amirul Mu'mineen, he is teaching Quran. One of the Khawarij, he approached and he objected this Abdullah ibn Abbas. He says, Abdullah ibn Abbas, you're all the time teaching Quran. Why don't you teach Tawheed, Raqaid? He was angry on Abdullah ibn Abbas. Imam Hussein was there. Imam Hussein said, Yabnaya Zarqa, come and I'm going to explain. It's written in the Tibri. He said, if I have to ask from you, it's better I should not ask from anyone. Now you understand the importance of the Azadari? Now you understand that when Imam gave the blood, that Imamat came back on the page. Others, they have totally isolated Aimma alayhi salam. Totally isolated. To an extent that Medina, it's reported in the history book, in Medina, people of the Medina, they used to travel to the Basra to find out there is a singer who introduced the new style of singing, to go investigate that. Not for anything else, not for Ahlul Bayt. How many people came from Medina with Imam Hussein? None. No one. When Imam Sajjad came back, Imam Sajjad wrote that I have only 4 close companions, and their names are written. Imam said, between Medina and Makkah, we do not have more than 20 followers. Imam Sajjad. Imam Sajjad. Karbala changed everything. And Imam Sajjad, he was establishing that Azadari. So he brought people's attention towards Ahlul Bayt again. To an extent, right now, Al-Azhar University, Abu Zahra is one of the great scholars. He said, when Imam Muhammad Baqir came, people used to come all over the world to see Imam Baqir, to benefit from the knowledge of Imam Baqir. Imam Sajjad, this Karbala and the movement of Imam Sajjad made such a big difference. Now they're coming from all over the world to listen to Imam Muhammad Baqir. Please recite aloud, sir. We need to know these histories, okay? That's why it's our responsibility. It's our responsibility to introduce Hussein. It's our responsibility.
Jazakallah.
Okay. Now always remember, this majalis, it's not a place just to get thawab and hajat. This is not the place. The objective of the majalis is to introduce Hussein. Who was Hussein? What is imamat? Because if people will understand imam, then they will go towards Imam Zaman. Why Imam Zaman is not coming? It's not that Imam Zaman lacking anything. No, Imam is not lacking anything. We are lacking anything. People are not ready. We are not ready. Otherwise, Imam is ready. Imam is ready. So never ever waste these opportunities. Again, as I said, the invitation is from Hazrat Zahra Salamullah Alaiha. She herself is inviting all of you. Even in this bad weather, you're coming, it's because of Zahra Salamullah Alaiha. But again, before I will start the majlis, I'll just like to mention one thing. We strongly protest because the way they disrespected Itrati Ahl Bayt, like Allah, like Prophet said, Inni tarikum fikum taqlain, I'm leaving behind taqlain, Kitab Allah, Itrati Ahl Bayt, I'm leaving behind Kitab Allah and my Ahlul Bayt. The way they disrespected Ahlul Bayt, today they are trying to disrespect Kitab Allah. I strongly protest what they did in the Sweden. What they did in the Sweden. Brother Hassan, he was showing me one of the clip where one of the Muslim, and again that clip is not in the media.
It's not media.
It's not in the media, right? I don't know how many of you saw that Muslim. They were showing this guy. He was very smart. The same way this other guy, he like filed a petition in the court. He says, I like to burn Quran, and they allowed. He said, all right, I like to burn Bible and Torah. And again, he came on that day and he did not burn. He says, we cannot. This Quran which you're burning, that Quran it's himself is stopping me from burning Torah. We believe in Torah and Bible. But they did not show that act of humanity. And they again burned. Just recently, they again burned the Quran. We strongly protest this act. They are provoking Muslims. We strongly demand from the UN and all the authorities, they have to change the laws. What kind of a laws? You said that respect of the law, you are the one who are making the laws. You can change the laws. Okay. If the France can change the laws against Muslim, you can also change the laws. Right? They're making laws as holy. So again, we have to, because we are the follower of Hussein, we have to protest these things. I'm strongly protesting from the member, inshallah. Please recite aloud. But then again, we cannot stuck in the history. We have to benefit. We have to connect our young people with Azadari. We need to connect ourselves with Hussein and see what's the benefit for us. Because again, if we are saying that Hussein, like I mentioned, who's Hussein? Innal Hussein misbahul huda wa safinatun najat. First, we need to believe in that. Right? Before we will open our mouth in front of the other people, we need to believe that indeed Hussein is torch of guidance. Hussein is ark of salvation. Ark of salvation. We need to believe that. So again, we need to follow. When you have torch of guidance, what's your behavior with the torch of guidance? You're behind the torch. You're behind the torch. You're always with the torch. Right? When you like believe something in ark of salvation, you're boarding that ark. You're not just standing, taking a selfie with the ark. You says, look, I have the best ark, and posting on Facebook and Instagram. And again, they're saying, look, I have the best imam. No, you need to board the ark. But how? We need to understand that part. What's our responsibility? What was the mission of imam? Again, like I said, when we said it's not poetry, because everything is, every word from Quran and Ahlul Bayt, they're important. When Prophet said, Inni tarikum fikum al-taqlain, kitab Allah wa ithrati, which means they always stay together. Prophet said, each and every verse require the companionship of Ahlul Bayt. Like this verse we are talking about, Man amila salih min dhakarin aw untha wa huwa mu'min falanuhyiyannahu hayatan tayyibah. This hayat tayyibah is waiting for us. We can get that hayat tayyibah. We can become a role model community. But we need to understand what is this amal saleh. And I gave you this equation. It's a simple equation. No one should say that I'm doing a good deed. I don't need to be a mu'min. Like I told you, like when I came, like initially, and still sometimes I get this question from some people that, okay, if someone's akhlaq is very good, is a very nice person, does he still need to be mu'min? I says, I don't need to answer. Quran, the holy book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, is answering. The equation is such. Man amila saliha, that's number one, plus wa huwa mu'min. Wa huwa mu'min. In Arabic technical language, that's hal. At the time when he's performing amale saleh, he or she is mu'min. If again, equation in this equation, number one is man amila salih plus wa huwa mu'min equal sign fa. I mean thus. Then falanuhyiyannahu, will give them this life. Which life? Hayat tayyibah. We are missing that life. Majority of the humanity right now, they're suffering. Too much violence, too much mental issues. It's because they're missing that peaceful hayat tayyibah. The secret is that you have to follow this verse. Now, what is this verse? Please recite aloud. Okay, we cannot rely on only on the translation. Man amila salih. Whoever is performing a deed. Which deed? Salih deed. You can translate righteous deed. Righteous deed. Well, who's going to define what is righteous deed? No. We need to go for Arabic. We need to go. That's what the best thing with the Muslims. They kept all their text in the original language. We do not allow. Yes, you can translate, but you still need to have Arabic. Even the words of Masum need to be in Arabic. Saleh. What is Saleh? The opposite of it, Fasid. Right? You're going to buy like a vegetables one time, it's Saleh. If it's rotten, it's Fasid. No more use. Amal Saleh. What is Amal Saleh? Amal Saleh. Again, there is a technical discussion, and I have lots of text, but I don't want to go because the time is less. What is Amal Saleh? Amal Saleh need to have at least three things. At least three things. And there are more. Amal Saleh give any amal. You cannot say any deed is saleh. Which one is amal saleh? Is it possible that namaz one time, which is cannot be an amal saleh? Like some people, they do lots of worship. Maybe that's not amal saleh one time. It's possible. Charity may not be an amal saleh one time. What is amal saleh? See, that's what I said. Without Hussein, you cannot understand amal saleh. Please recite aloud, salam. I mean, Hussein mean without imamat, you cannot understand amal saleh. It's imam who is going to explain what is amal saleh. You cannot understand. I'll give you examples. All right, please recite aloud, salawat. Amal saleh, the first condition is it should be always need to be useful. Always. Let me give you these three conditions. And you have the one who's performing that amal, he need to have ikhlas, sincerity, not riya. Number 3, Allah is pleased with that action. Allah is pleased with that action. Number 1, that action fi nafsihi need to be saleh. Second, but that's not enough. Second, the one who is performing that action need to have ikhlas, sincerity. Should not be riya. Otherwise, well, let me ask you this. Is it not that in Karbala, the army of Syed, they were also praying, but they're performing amal saleh? Not at all. Not at all. The army of Muawiyah in Siffin, they used to pray. But that was an amal saleh? No, that's not an amal saleh. That's not an amal saleh. No one is amal saleh. Why? Because Allah is not pleased with that. Allah is not pleased with that. Now, how do we know that which amal is amal saleh? We have so many amal. Without Imam help, can we find out? Let me give you a few examples. This is a loud salawat. I got this information from the book of Imam Shanati. Okay, this one, it talk about one of the narration from Imam Sadiq alayhi salam. And again, because this was published by Jose Limia, so I believe that it has some authenticity. That's why I'm discussing with you. But personally, I did not research this hadith by itself, the Arabic part. Okay, so I'm just putting that disclaimer, but I'm giving this information. And most probably this is right information. Someone asked from Imam Sadiq alayhi salam about the purpose of this hadith, or this story I'm telling you, it's about that we have a limited knowledge. Only designer's authentic representative can provide about this product, which is named human. Either Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will provide the information, or authentic representative of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will provide that information. Someone asked from Imam Sadiq alayhi salam that newborn babies, they have some problem. What to do? Where they are supposed to sleep? Imam said the newborn baby mothers need to keep them at the time of the sleep on the left side. Imam mentioned that people didn't pay attention on what's the purpose. I don't know. Even like there says Idris Shafi'i, the Shafi'i madhab Imam. Someone asked that we heard this from Imam Sadiq. Now Imam Sadiq passed away this Shafi'i is like born after like the wiladat of the shahadat of Imam. And again, he said, well, it doesn't matter whether it's going to sleep on the right side or the left side. There's nothing important, right? No one was paying attention on this information. So Imam is explaining one deed which is beneficial or not. Then in 1865, Ezra Cornell founded this Cornell Universities in New York. And again, he set up the Department of Medicine, and again, he specifically established an institute of the research on a newborn and suckling babies. They do research on this subject over there. Now they realize one thing. They start looking for the infant, and they realize, like in a different continent, they realize the mothers, they're like in an old culture, they're carrying their children on the left side, on the left arm. Now, the doctor in this institute, they got why they are always keeping the babies in old cultures on the left side. Then they observed that newborn babies, when they sleep, they are put to sleep on the left side of their mother. They sleep more soundly and peacefully. But who are put on the right side wake up every now and then and cry. Again, that's a message for the new mother's house. It was reported, and again, that sometimes the babies, they don't have a rest, and if they put it on the left side, they got peace. All right, at that time, and why, no one knows. Then again, this holography got introduced, and holographic pictures of unborn babies were taken, and they realized one thing, that the mother's heartbeat while the child is in mother's womb, they did this holography, they got the pictures, they realized the children, he is paying attention, or the infant, the fetus is paying attention on the mother's heartbeat. Mother's heartbeat. And if God forbid anything, that mother heartbeat got disturbed, that fetus got agitated. This is why is that? They understand, oh, why? You know what? Because again, the fetus is dependent on the blood supply for the mother side. And again, anytime it realizes that the heartbeat is stopped, it gets agitated. So the fetus for several months in mother's womb have a habit of listening mother's heartbeat. After birth, they still recognize the heartbeat of their mother. If you put them, again, just for the early few days, not after that, right? Early, like right after the birth. That's what, again, I got that from research. This is when you put them on the left side, they listen to the mother's heartbeat, and they're like, again, I will explain this tomorrow maybe, they feel they feel secure. They feel secure. Again, remember that part. I'm making just this statement. I'm not going to mention today. Humans, like even the doctors say that the child or humans' first need is security. And from that aman, that brother asking about iman, from that aman is iman. Subhanallah. I'm going to discuss that tomorrow. I'm not discussing it today. Not discussing it again. Tomorrow we're going to discuss about mu'min. Right? It's coming from iman. Iman is coming from the Arabic root word amana. Hamza, mim, noon. In Thalathiyya Mujarrad, it's been amina. Amina ya'minu, right? This Arabic, and which mean he put amn, right? You bring it to the Salasi Mazid, and it's become aman. You put like amana, amana, yu'minu, iman. Iman is coming from there, which means iman is something. Momin is the one who feels secure. He feels amn. Please recite aloud. So Amal Saleh. Amal Saleh, that first condition, that Amal, that deed need to be beneficial. Who's going to tell? Designer. Designer is going to tell. Designer is going to, because he is the one who designed. If I need anything about this product, I need to call Apple. If I need anything about my Surface, I need to call Microsoft. When I need this product, this is called human, the designer is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And again, if I'm going to Microsoft, to whom I go? Every computer shop? No, they go to authentic dealer. And authentic dealers are Ahlul Bayt. Please say aloud salawat. Authentic dealer, they can look at Lohe Mahfuz, which is a design book. All other mechanics, they will guess whether this or this. No, even Amal Saleh, you have to define, you cannot define that. Please recite aloud salawat. All right, if Amal Saleh, but if it's not, let's say charity. Charity. Someone is giving charity. Allah is not pleased with that charity. Is that possible that Allah is not pleased with the charity? Yeah, let's find out. It's in Biharul Anwar. One time, Imam Sadiq alayhi salam, please recite aloud. Imam Sadiq heard there is a guy, there people are talking about one of the guys, Zahid, he's so pious guy, and he's like a simple life, he's doing charity, and have a simple life. Imam said, who's that guy? It's impossible that someone is not a follower of Imam and he will be that reach to that status. Imam said, who is that guy? He says, okay, that Imam, they gave address of that person. Imam said, all right, let me go and see it. One time Imam saw him. Imam said, let me go follow him. Let's see why he's so popular. Again, this guy who was Zahid, apparently very simple person. Imam is just following him. He reached to a place. He stopped like a place of like a person who was selling fruits. And again, he was looking, he's standing. Imam is watching from the behind, from the far. And again, for the surprise of Imam, when this guy, the shop owner, he was paying attention on something, he stole two of those fruits and put it in his abba. Two of these anar. Imam got surprised. Imam said, maybe he paid him earlier, right? He already paid that money for this anar. Then Imam following. Now the next stop was a place they're cooking bread. And he did the same thing again. Imam, when that baker, he was paying attention something, he stole two of the bread and hid it in his pocket, and then he left. Imam was following him. Again, he was going to like this poor area, and over there he brought these two breads and again all the fruits, and he started distributing to the poor people. And distributed everything. Robin Hood, right? Robin Hood. He was a Robin Hood of Imam's time. Imam stopped him. Imam said, "What did you do?" Now he apparently did not recognize Imam. He says, "Who are you?" Imam said, "No, what did you do here?" And he guessed, "Are you son of Rasulullah?" He said that. This guy said. Imam said, "Yes." He said, "Oh, are you Jafar?" He says, "Yes, Jafar bin Muhammad." He says, "I'm surprised from you. You're the son of Rasulullah and you're ignorant from Kitab Allah." He says, "Excuse me, I'm ignorant about Kitab Allah. Which part of Kitab Allah?" Imam said, "You stole and then you distributed." He says, "This verse in Quran where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Man ja'a bil hasana falahu ashru imthaliha." All right, please pay attention. Man ja'a bil hasana. Whoever will bring one hasana, falahu, for that person, ashru imthaliha. Allah will give reward of 10. Right? Give reward of 10. Right? وَمَنْ جَاءَ بِالسَّيِّئَةِ فَلَا يُجْزِي إِلَّا مِثْلَهَا. And if someone is performing bad deeds, if someone is performing one bad deed, Allah will punish him. Minus point. How many point? 1. Now you do the math. He says, "Imam, you do the math. I distributed 4 things for the 4 poor people. For every good deed, how many points I got? 10. Multiply by 4, 40. All right, how many bad deeds I did? Let's say 4. Let's say 4. I 4. So 40 minus 4, 36. I'm in plus. I did hasana. You're ignorant." Imam said, "You're ignorant." He said, "Did you recite this verse? Innama yataqabbalu Allahu minal muttaqin." Allah only accept from muttaqin, not from everyone. Innama in Arabic, only and only, it's hasr. Innama yataqabbalu Allahu minal muttaqin. Only from muttaqin Allah accept this. That formula is for muttaqin, not for you like a thief. Please hide aloud, Salah. So again, if man amila saliha, even that amal is salih, you cannot understand without Imam Masum. Imam Masum. Like the first example, Imam said, now who's Hussein? Misbahul Huda, Safinatul Nijat, and who's Imam? He have ilme ladunni. He has a divine knowledge. Imam Ali, when Imam is talking about the infant, Imam has that knowledge. And Imam Sadiq, he has a knowledge of this complete book, not just part of it. Like people, they're learning from these books. Imam has ihata of this book. Man amila salih. Right? Now let me, just for the young people to understand this part. Amal salih, one other thing is, it's depending on time. Like salat on awwal waqt, that effect and salih is no compare with salat at the last minute. Salat later on. All those things, they have their time and they have their zaman. They have their makan and they have their zaman. They have their place and they have their time. Azadari, if someone will say, I'm going to skip Ashura and other days I'm going to do it. No, Ashura is the place. Muharram is the best place for Azadari. Ashura. Again, remember that Imam Rida alayhi salam, you know, said that Imam Rida alayhi salam, he said, I never saw my father after seeing moon of Karbala. I never saw him happy. He always used to sit down on the ground and cry till Ashura. Never saw that. So again, remember this part. Muharram is not the time. Muharram is the time of Abu Abdullah. Muharram is the time to spend on Azadari. Fine, there is no majalis. Listen Noha, listen something. But Muharram, you need to remember Hussein. These are the days where Imam is going through hardship. Imam is going through tough time. Imam children, they are like in the state of fear. In few days, Imam's children will be thirsty. In this all this time, Imam is grieving, Imam is mourning. On the way from Makkah to Kufa, at one point, Imam Hussein got the news of the Shahadat of Muslim. Shahadat of Muslim. Now, who is Muslim? Who is Muslim? Muslim not an ordinary person. Muslim is not an ordinary person. One time, Imam Ali asked from Prophet. He says, Ya Rasulullah, I saw that every time you see Aqil, my brother, I see that special love in your eyes. What's the reason? Why so much love for Aqil? Prophet said there are two reasons. Two reasons. The first reason is that my uncle Abu Talib used to love. And he have resemblance to Abu Talib. The second reason is, Ya Ali, his son will get killed for the love of your child, of your son. That's why I love Aqil. And again, there, Imam Prophet predicted that for Muslim, Mu'mineen will do girya. Always remember, when you are doing girya on Muslim, it's a prediction from Prophet. That's Muslim. Who is Muslim? That when Imam Hussein, he was in Makkah, he received hundreds of letters from Kufa. He didn't respond. He said that I'm sending my brother. I'm sending the one who's siqa near Ahlul Bayt, my close one, towards you. If Muslim will write down, I will come. I'll come. Now Muslim, Imam called Muslim and says, Muslim, go to Kufa. Go to Kufa. You're my representative. You have all the authority. Go get the bay'ah on my behalf and inform me the situation. Muslim came in Kufa. And again, Mukhtar, he hosted Muslim. And later on, he was in the Hani bin Urwa's place. Mukhtar got the bay'ah. 18,000 people did bay'ah for Muslim, on the hand of Muslim. Now, after receiving the bay'ah, Muslim wrote this letter to Hussein. He says, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Fa inna ra'ida la yakzibu ahla. Your ambassador never lied. Ajjil al-qudumu ilayna. Imam, be hurry towards Kufa. this place is ready for you. Imam Muslim wrote this letter and gave it to his qasid for saying. After this qasid left and Ubaidullah ibn Ziyad came in Kufa, everything changed. Everything changed. It was like the first week of Zil Hajjah, everything changed such a way that one day Muslim was in Masjid Kufa, and again there were hundreds of people behind him. But after the Salat, when he looked back, there was no one. No one. No one. Now Muslim Ravi said that Muslim came out, and Ravi said from Maza ala wajhi mutalazzazan fi azifatil Kufa. Muslim on his horse, he was going here and there. As such, he had nowhere to go. There was a curfew in the city. All the gates were closed. And the people of Ubaidullah ibn Ziyad, they were looking for the Muslim. Muslim is going from one place to other. Finally, he got tired. Muslim was new in Kufa. He dismounted from his horse, sat down near a house. That was the house of Tawa. He was sitting over there. He was thirsty. He was extremely thirsty. After a while, a lady opened the door, and she was waiting for her son. She opened the door and looked there. Someone is sitting. He says, Ya akhi, what do you need? Muslim said, do you have water? She brought you water. After a while, she came back and saw the Muslim is still sitting over there. She came back and says, why don't you go to your, the situation of the city. Why don't you go to your home? Muslim, he said, I don't have a home over here. She said, who are you? He says, I'm Muslim in Aqil. She cried, are you the ambassador of Hussein? Come inside. Come inside. Muslim came. But you know that I'm making a chart. In the morning, the son of this lady, he informed Ibn Ziyad, and they surrounded the house. Muslim came outside, and Muslim is fighting. No one can fight with Muslim. He's the Jawan Bani Hashim. No one can fight him. Finally, this man from Ansar, he gave him promise of Aman. And Muslim, he decided, because Muslim was worried about Hussein. Muslim was not worried about himself. He said, all right, let's go. Muslim stopped the battle. They captured Muslim. They brought near Ubaidullah ibn Ziyad. And there Ubaidullah ibn Ziyad disrespected Muslim. Muslim was crying. Ubaidullah ibn Ziyad said, I thought you were very brave. Why are you crying? Why are you crying? He says, I'm not crying for myself. I'm not crying for myself. I'm not crying for myself. I'm crying for Hussein. Some people, there are two people. They got embarrassed, not because of anything, because of their greatness, they got embarrassed. Abbas, why did not come back towards Khayyam? Because Abbas was embarrassed because of his greatness. When he was going to take the water, he knew that I'm creating a hope in the children's heart. Now Sakina, gather all the children now. My Ammu Abbas, he promised he will bring the water. And Abbas' embarrassment was because of his greatness. Muslims' embarrassment was because of his greatness, because Hussein trusted Muslim. Muslim invited Hussein. Hussein, come towards Kufa. And Hussein is coming with Zainab and Kulthum and Sukaina and Ruqayya. Ajrukum Allah, Ajrukum Allah. They took Muslim on the roof of Darul Amara. At the last moment, Muslim turned his face towards Makkah. And he said, my salam, assalamu alaikum ya Aba Abdullah. As such Imam, remember that Imam on his last day, on the day of Ashura, when everyone got martyred, everyone got shaheed, Imam came back on the different camp, and Imam is remembering, Ya Hani bin Allah, Ya Muslim bin Akhir, where are you? امام حسین نے جب راستے میں تھے تو مسلم کی شہادت کی خبر آپ کے پاس آئی. آپ نے کہا کہ ٹینٹ برقرار کیا جائے, ٹینٹ کو گاڑا گیا. امام بیٹھ گئے. امام بیٹھنے کے بعد امام نے کہا کہ مسلم کے بچوں کو لایا جائے. مسلم کی بیٹی حمیدہ آئی امام کے پاس. مسلم کی وائف امام کی بہن بھی ہے, امام علی کی بیٹی ہے. بچی آئی, امام نے اسے اپنے پاس بلایا, اپنی گود میں بٹھایا, اب اس کے سر پہ ہاتھ پھیرنا شروع کیا. ایک دفعہ بچی نے دیکھا, مولا کیا بات ہے, کیا کوئی خبر ہے؟ یہاں پر امام حسین نے حمیدہ کو اپنے سینے سے لگایا, کہا بیٹا میں آپ کے باپ کی طرح ہوں, میں آپ کا سرپرست ہوں, میں ہاتھ جوڑ کے عرض کروں گا مولا یہ نہ کیجئے, سکینہ دیکھ رہی ہے, ارے وہ سمجھے گی شاید یتیموں کے ساتھ ایسا سلوک کیا جاتا ہے. ارے راوی لکھتا ہے ایک دفعہ سکینہ اپنے خیمے میں ہے, امام شہید ہو چکے, ارے یہ لعین خیمہ جلانے آگے آئے, سکینہ اپنے خیمے میں جانماز لے کے انتظار کر رہی ہے, شاید بابا آئیں گے. ارے بابا تو نہ آئے, شقی آئے. آنے کے بعد ارے بچے عموماً ڈر جاتے ہیں, دوڑتے ہیں, لیکن سکینہ کو یہ توقع نہیں تھی, بنی ہاشم کی بچی ہے, اس نے صرف پیار دیکھا ہے. شقی آئے, آنے کے بعد ارے سکینہ کے منہ پہ تماچے. ایک جگہ سکینہ گھبرا گئی, دشت کربلا میں بابا اللہ لعنت اللہ علی القوم الظالمین سیعلم الذین ظلموا ای منقلب. بار الہ حضرت مسلم کے صدقے میں, حضرت سکینہ کے صدقے میں, for the sake of Hazrat Muslim, for the sake of Sakina, give shifa for all the marda, including my mother, inshallah, all of them. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for the sake of Hazrat Sakina, give them shifa. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala fulfill the hajat of all mu'minin and mu'minat. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala fulfill the hajat and have the maghfirat for the marhumin of the family. They organized these majalis and this nazar tonight. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala hasten the zahur of our beloved Imam and give us a tawfiq that will be with Imam, not against Imam. Rahimallahu man khali al-Fatiha. Ya Syed.